Check this out. Try it. Don't aim it at your face, dude. Holy, you almost killed yourself.
Oh, daddy.
Get that two-handed action, it's so thick.
Wow, that sounds so powerful.
Put your lips on it and blow. Oh, you're gonna end up like me.
Oh, is this an intercom to my mom's house? The yes, Cam, what the bro?
Hey man, this is a kid's show.
It was a kid.
You're watching Service Call, proudly produced by Tekamo and sponsored by FortisHD.com. And Rent1? I'm Fortis HD. I don't know why I'm reading their ad spot. Looks like a tough job, eh? All right, I'm in the kitchen.
Thanks, dude. He dropped off a final drive for us.
In this episode, Cam is slapping the cat back together after replacing the Rotec supplied by Fortis HD.
Yep, Tekamo, baby.
And Tylor.
POV, black dude and your mom.
Oh man, this being Tylor.
We're gonna show this thing who is boss.
And the peeler forks are getting welded up, line board, and painted.
Just gotta keep going slowly but surely. We'll get it.
All the tools in this video are linked in the description, and we're giving you a coupon code, THD023. And if you use it, we'll give Tekamo more money to produce more episodes. It's a win-win. Win-win-win-win-win. There's a giveaway in this video. We're gonna give away one loot box, and we're also gonna give away some sticker packs. More details later in the video. Since we last visited, Cam's team got the new Rotec that Fortis HD supplied. He also got a new pump installed, and some other small list items were all done. Now it's time to slap it back together.
Now it's 11 o'clock. It's about time to tie the boots up, get to work. Update, pumps in, machine's running. We're gonna start joining it back up. So we got our new Rotec bearing installed. We're gonna torque it up and then get it slid underneath the machine, install it, put the swing, rotary manifold, and our sun gears back in, and should be good to go. Back to work, back to work. What's up, ladies? That's right, run away from me. This is my bearing. Where did I get this? The bearing? Fortis HD, Fortis Josh brought it. He hand delivered this one. He might even hand deliver your parts. If you over grease it, you'll blow that seal. Yeah. Rotec bearings on, and now we're gonna start getting ready to join this back up.
My hose are stiff. Happy there.
One more? Yeah, that's working.
Cool. And that is it.
Okay, let's do some on the other side now. I love this thing, dude. This beats anything else right now. I think if we do enough Rotecs, I might buy one. Why is it so fucking dirty, dude? Jeez.
Sorry, I don't clean my hands. Look at that red goo.
That's right, pour out the grease. I did a little digging on it actually, because I didn't want to spew too much bullshit like I normally do. What I found was in the bearing, they don't want moly because it'll cause too much slippage of the balls. Like it's too slick, right? Like there's too much slippage with the rollers, and they won't actually roll sometimes. Like they won't overcome the friction of their, like you want a little bit. That's what I found. Oh yeah, and there's a technique to doing this part. I can do that. You don't have to wipe my fucking hand for me. Weirdo. Like, put the glove on. I was just waiting for you to hand me the rag that you had.
Well, they're just helping you out.
Here, let me wipe your hand for you.
Boss just supplied us pizza, might as well help him out.
But you pack it in the gear teeth. You know why you caulk a fucking bathtub?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that, because then the gear will squish it as the gear rolls around here, just like you got there, all the way around. That'll be perfect. It'll get there eventually.
Don't tell me what to do.
I'll do some. I'm not a glove guy. It depends on the situation.
Depends if you want to bring it home or not.
Hey man, this is a kid's show.
It was a kid's show.
Yeah, just like that.
Wow, you're so fast.
I know, right? It's like I've done it before.
Maybe it's because you have the big gloves.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it going up to my wrist, you know?
He wants to go wrist deep.
What? Oh, look at that. We're almost out of this one. Hey man, that's $1,000 in lube right there.
Is it really
Actually, this is
$500 a pail?
500 a pail, yeah.
Holy
That's Canadian though.
Put some in my pockets.
Yeah. Good. I'm happy with that. You know, you're supposed to tie that and you don't flush those down the toilet. They go in the garbage, you wrap it in a napkin. Cool, she's in there, she's got grease. Just one bucket for now, and then the rest will pump in after.
Don't mind me struggling to put a grease line on. No, it's just because the boss is watching. Pressure's on. You're making me nervous.
I'm not watching.
I'm not used to having a crowd.
I'm just gonna drive in my dowel so that it's lined up. Otherwise, it'll be a to drive it in. I need an air hammer for this. I don't want to fucking hammer this thing all day. Yeah, that'll work.
Wow, that sounds so powerful. Sounds like you have no air.
You put your lips on it and blow. Oh, you're gonna end up like me. What'd you say? Say it again.
No.
Okay, maybe that's enough for now to get it started. She plows. I'm gonna clean it. You wanna watch? Oh, dude, check this out. Try it. Don't aim it at your face, dude. Holy, you almost killed yourself. The fucking recoil on that. Oh, can't even hold it. We're pretty well ready to rig it and slig it. We'll get it under tonight. Get her underwear.
Throughout the history of Service Call, you probably noticed a lot of Rent1 machines. These guys let us film a lot of stuff early on when nobody else would, so that's why they're on the channel today. They believed in what we wanted to build. And we're proud to say this episode is actually sponsored by Rent1. Whether you need 1 or 2 machines, they have these available now in the lower mainland, Vancouver area, and parts of Washington. And for Tekamo viewers, they're going to offer a deal on long-term rentals. You can save up to $4,000 on the first 4 months. That's $1,000 a month every 4 months. When you call Rent1, say you got there from Tekamo HD. This deal is only available for the machines 20 ton and up. So the PC200, John Deere 250, PC238, some PC490s, John Deere 345, Volvo 340. And as an added bonus, we're partnering with Tekamo to give you your choice of a Tekamo hat and sticker pack for every month it's rented. If you love our show and you want to see more, support the companies that support us to keep this thing moving forward. Give them a call at 604-706-1568. And don't forget to mention you watch Tekamo to get the special pricing. All right, and as a reward for those of you that did not skip the Rent1 segment, here's the details for the giveaway. All you have to do is comment Rent1 and the make and model of the machine you would rent. Take a screenshot of the comment as proof. Fill out the form in the description below and you've entered to win.
Cut the cameras for a second. Did you guys get the pin flying out? So the customer was complaining that he was having issues with this machine performing properly. He said he was struggling digging it, wouldn't move much dirt. So we're gonna rectify that problem. We're gonna put a hydraulic quick change on it so he can put his bucket on. All right, so we need to get that thingy and put it on that thingy. So now people in the comments and the guy would never do what this guy's doing with his truck right now. Well, it's not your truck, it's mine. I pay for all the repair bills when I break it. So the crane's gonna stay there and I'm gonna go drive over here and put that on the here. Let's go and do some stupid stuff. Haven't broken the truck yet. Hashtag Ford, built tough. Gotta put her in tow haul, she's heavy. Well, it survived. Hashtag Ford, built tough. Oh, this is something pretty cool and neat too that John Deere revamped on these 470s, on these late G's and P model. This surface here, your face of the stick, it's not your stick anymore, that's a bushing. So when this gets all f***ed up, you don't have to worry about getting your machinist in here to resurface it. Your actual stick surface is right here. Your face is designed by your bushing now. So let's see how they last and work, but that's a pretty cool design. Inch by inch, bit by bit. It's heavy, son of a. Next step is to put that onto there and hope I don't need any shims. We're gonna show this thing who is boss. Yeah, there's no shipping weight on this coupler, but it's lots. Okay. All right, so on the other quick change video, I showed you guys putting the O-rings on first. Everything's a hammer, remember kids. But John Deere sells you split rings. See? Instead of fighting beforehand, you can put them on afterwards. Oh, I wasn't actually looking at anything, I was just trying to figure out something smart to say. Now, let's see how good at lining it up I am. I'm even close. Shit. I'm really close. It's like right there too. Now I just tap it in there and send her home. Just beat it and beat it. I really should grind the weld off this thing so it's not so ouchies on the hand. Come on. I'm scared. Ugh. Goofy arm configuration on it. So the trick is to pay just enough attention not to power the fucking H-link into your crane. Don't judge me how I picked this fucking pin up. This thing's heavy and awkward and covered in sharp rocks. And fucking slippery. Oh, oh, Daddy, get that two-handed action. It's so thick. That's what she said. And to answer the questions in the comments, no, I'm not sponsored by Brakeland. I just fucking like my being pristine. You know, I'm not a scientist, but it kind of looks like this seal took a fucking hit. Don't know why. Some slight damage to it that might deformed a tiny bit. I'm trying not to soak Josh again tonight. That was rude of me the other day. But I'm not trying very hard. There, the aids are off the camera now. With the seduction. Does that turn it on? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just fucking winging it because there's no Tekamo videos on how to install a fucking grease seal into an H-link on a 470G. What, 2,000 hours? So like this is nothing even close to my application. I'm just fucking gonna wing this like a mother. Carson hasn't done that video yet. No, we need to get Carson back. So people can be, why is this guy putting green retaining compound on a wiper seal? Because this fucking bore is trashed and they need some way for it to kind of stay in there. Why not just fix it properly? Because we don't have time. So yeah, correct installation is just that. That's how it is. But I don't want to put the red one. It's probably in the truck, but I don't feel like getting it. Ugh. POV, black dude and your mom. And this is how easy the pins should go in. Oh no. So, yeah, going to get back to it again in case I didn't in the other video. But these stupid pins I put through here are to retain the pin, the big pin, to this bore, the trunnions, so it stops the pin from rotating. In here is a bush. When you put a thumb on, like that machine there, your thumb pin usually is fully rotating because there's bushings in your thumb, there's bushings in your quick change, there's bushings in your stick nose, so the pin can spin independently from everything and wear evenly. That manufacturer over there, they retain their pins to their quick changes because they don't put bushings in their quick changes. And we have this quick change off this machine, the manual one, on the ground so I could show you that. Maybe I'm not speaking out of my ass, I'm actually right for once. But, tra-la-la, that is how easy and quick a quick change can go on. And it's also pretty cool. 47 metric ton machine, you can push the boom and arm around. But that part's done. Now we gotta do the hoses, the valve, the quick change kit inside the cab. So, lots of fun. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
We finished fabricating these hub frames here for the peeler forks. It's going to be probably 2 or 3 days of welding each component, and then we're going to marry them together as an assembly, and then we're going to get it line board and then ship to the customer.
With the peeler forks all welded up by Kyle's team, it's now time for Kyle to do the finishing touches and get it within design spec.
Now it's moving. So right now I located the one side and I'm only limited with the crane, and there's no other real way to push this through other than brute force, doggy wedge. So it's a slow process. Bear with it, just gotta keep going slowly but surely. We'll get it. For completion of the job, from the fabricator standpoint, it's about 80%, yeah. Gonna try something a little different. Gonna use a come along to try and pull it together. I can't swing anymore for the rest of that. Yeah, so now you can see this is touching here, but on the inside there's a internal rib. You can see I got a big gap here, and it's really tight here, so I got to torch this out to allow this tube to come through. Oh yeah. So I'll definitely be having to trim the outer side on this one as well. See, it's tight. Oh yeah. I'm pretty much there. You can see this is where I want to be here. So I've actually gone in a little bit too far, but it's easier to get back out than it is to get in, that's for sure. So that's what my next step is. I'm just gonna jack this out, this side, that side, and then do a couple cross dimensions. Yeah, now, like you can see, I pre-laid out my lines for my width, so I'm happy with that. There's no real easy way to do these type of things, right? It's just brute force.
Back to camp.
100%. Guaranteed it shouldn't screw up. It's like Jenga.
Yeah, fire it up. And then just lift it up really slow, okay? All right, you can pull it out. Woo! Yeah, that's good. You want to go in the pickup then?
Sure.
Yeah, just can push it in now. Okay, just roll it. Try to go real slow. Yeah, just like that pace. A little more. Hey. Okay. That's good. Oh, what the f? No, my tires are like pointing outwards. My fucking steering's real stiff. You can shut her down for now, Carson.
Dowels all lined up, you're happy?
Not quite, but it's like a little bit out because it kind of pulled that way a bit, I guess.
So you want to try and push it with the backhoe?
I'm gonna see if we can grab the backhoe and just use the hoe and push the corner and see if it shimmies it over a bit. Good timing, we got the backhoe here. Too bad we didn't have a little dozer or something. Curl your bucket. Whoa! He's no operator, I'll tell you that.
Well, you want a little bit?
Whoa!
All right, what do you want?
Push her in a bit. Wham! I don't know if it will or not. I don't know. No, that's all of it?
Yep.
Can you curl a bit? Oh yeah, that's working. Okay, pause. Yeah, we'll lift up a bit. Boom up a bit. Yeah, a little more. It's going. Yeah, pull in with stick. Is it pulling up quite a bit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's coming. Yeah, a little more. Yeah. Now we're too much. That's okay. Brandon, you want to run the truck again? Just a little bit and stop. All right, Carson, lift up a little bit. Lift the machine up. Yep. And you just back a little bit. Too much. Ah, that was way too much now. Back to the backhoe plan. Now we gotta pull it back that way.
That looks like a tough job, eh? Huh? All right, I'll give the
No worries. That's probably good there, Brandon. Thanks, dude. He dropped off a final drive for us. Give that a little tug. Yep. Oh, yeah, we're really close. Hey, Carson, can you lift up a bit? Yep. Okay. Tekamo, baby. I got a Bolton. Michael Bolton. You knew it was coming. Tell him to come down a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, just a touch.
Come down a little. Just a touch, he
Don't
says.
squish my head.
Don't put your head in a squishy spot.
That's good. How close are we on the other side? Because we'll need to do a little finagling to get that one lined up, I think. It's a really big circle. So right now, if you think of the two circles like an eclipse, we want to be like dead center. Right now we're just off. So these holes line up, but this has got to come into, does that make sense? Okay, a little more. Yep, hold it. You can hop out. I got her. Carson, shut her down. That thing's loud. Come on out. Oh, well, she's on. I just finagle it, just like anything, just a bigger component this time. It's just a game of you get one hole started, finagle it around a bit, and get another hole started, a little bit further away, and now we got ones on opposite sides, so everything else should fall into place. Might take a little bit of wiggling and waggling. I got her. She's in. We got a bolt on each side. I'm gonna take a real long nap here. Yeah, we're gonna be on it tomorrow. We'll just finish up tonight, high torque it, and then swing in whatever else, rotary manifold. Okay, bye, good night, see you later.
Remember, when you go to cut things, cut towards you. That way you can hit the artery and not worry about work. Oh, so sweet. They gave me instructions. I'm not reading those. Hey, Brandon, am I retarded here, dude? How funny it would be if it just started telling jokes. Like, your life sucks. You're a mechanic. Oh, is this an intercom to my mom's house? The yes, Cam, what the bro? I guess you really are my daddy. Aw, they even put fittings in it for me. That's so sweet. Sick. What do I want to install first? I don't even need screws. They gave me double-sided tape. I'm so happy. We're gonna go inside the cab and start tearing it apart and start wiring things up, so. It's like a fucking sex studio in here, there's so much light. I feel like a fucking like teenage girl going for her fucking first casting couch video, just cameras everywhere. All right, so the back of the cab, you see all that plastic trim. You can cheat and go into your fuse panel right here and fuse tap into one of your fuses. It looks really fucking hokey and shit, but in the back of the cab, under all that plasticky bullshit, is some wiring that you can tap into for your quick change circuit. So I'm gonna tear the fucking plastic off the back of the cab, put it on top of the cab, find my wiring, tie into my wiring, which is fucking buried in here, and not much of it. John Deere's fucking awesome that way. And then put it all back together and fucking make it look like it's factory-ish. It's so nice doing this with the fucking seat right up your fucking nutsack. It's like I'm back in the womb. I remember that. I remember everything. So down in here are stupid plastic quarter-turn covers that get filled full of coffee and shit. Super awesome to put in or take out. Yeah. Nailed it. Now that the hard, sweaty part's out of the way, we just gotta find the wires. Found them. There they are. You can tell they're wires because they got wires and things attached to them. Cab lamp rear, cab lamp front, cab lamp front. Right there, quick hitch. This is the one we want. So we'll tie our wiring into that, route this in the back of the machine, grab my fucking installation instructions and pretend I know how to read. Tee-hee, I'm in danger. Hey Josh, can you interpret smart words to dumb words? Fucking words. There, I've shed some light on this case. Alright, so red wire is usually power, so let's just stick that in there. Oh, I'm right. 25 volts of lumicity. Blue on black, black on blue. Don't need white, green, brown. Snip. I got the blue wire too. Can you guys like undo my up? So it's funny, I actually bought these wire strippers specifically for doing quick change installs because they're super tiny. Super tiny wires. Remember kids, twist your wires so it goes in the hole. It's like braiding your daughter's hair. You know, they make step-down connectors and they make solder links and fucking I don't have them. And I've done this lots and it hasn't lit on the fires yet. Hey, Brandon. Am I retarded here, dude? Okay, so this is the power end, which goes into that port. Right? Threads in. How the is that supposed to go into that?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you? Alright, so what we've done so far tonight is we got our quick change on, pinned up, tore the cab apart, got our quick change switch and wired in. Then I decided to, before I started tearing the cab apart even more, to run the wiring for the quick change valve, which is on the truck there. I went to go plug the wiring into the quick change switch and noticed the wiring was all kind of up on the cable end, so couldn't continue on there. But hey, it is what it is. That sucks, man.
All right, now the peeler forks are through fabricating and weld. They're up in our machine shop getting line bored. Line boring will bring up the bores to a machine level spec and screw it up so our customers can drive their machine in and quick and easy pin up in alignment. It's pretty straightforward unless there's misalignment in the fabrication or some deflection in the welding processes. Then it's up to these guys to cheat the tolerances and try to bring everything into spec. It's usually about 16 hours to get the bars lined up and start boring. You got a 1 thou tolerance, so it's a pretty precise job. So got to pay extra attention to make sure we hit the mark. And then after this, it'll go down back to the fab shop, get painted up, and then out to our customers.
Now for the finishing touches, the paint. And lastly, a quick update from Tyler now that the quick change is all done.
All right, so we finished off the 470 quick change install with the hoses and the stuff in the cab. So quick rundown or recap. Obviously we pinned the coupler on, and then we welded our brackets on the stick and boom and base of boom to mount our lines to. And then from there we mounted our control valve in the back pump compartment. These valves have a tendency to have issues. So I didn't want to go and mount it in an area where it would be a to work on later down the road, so I mounted it right in the fucking open. So that functions as it should. And then the quick change valve got mounted right to the fucking A-pillar there. And like you guys seen in the video when I was digging to the fucking cab chasing for that wiring, we tied it into the factory quick hitch wiring. So if there's ever an issue, the fuse is right where the factory fuse is. Don't have to go digging for it, don't have to go looking for it. It's all quite simple and easy. So if someone else has to go troubleshooting for or digging for this thing, they have to go looking for the fuse wherever the fuck it could be. So, no sugar added. Good thing I got a full fat Red Bull. It's not just a pry bar and a screwdriver and a punch, it's a stir stick too. Slightly delicious. That's good. But anyways, you guys have a great day. Remember, God loves you, because I sure don't.
We got this machine split in half here, and like cars flying by, and nobody even like notices this. Got a full-on heavy equipment rebuild center here. People just la-di-da. They just la-di-da on by and don't even notice. We got a machine split in half. Like, pay attention to me. It's fucking cool. Well, if you missed it here, you can catch us on YouTube.
If you need custom attachments made up for your equipment, give us a call or email parts@fortishd.com. If you want to see more fabrication work, putting your order in through us helps make that happen.